What's up, everyone? Beast Mode back here with another video. So I'm posting this video rather quickly just so I can get the list out. Everybody's asking about it, and I literally just lost my top 8 match. So this is the list I decided to run at Deck Devastator 6. There's about 150 players thereabouts, and I went 8-0 in Swiss, and I won my top 16 match, so essentially 9-0 in Swiss, and then top 8 cut. I lost my top 8 match. I got Deck Devastated Virus. Turn 1, games 2 and 3, and I was unable to play, unfortunately. But that's one of these, one of the cards that really kill this deck. So obviously you see this deck here, and it's not like any other zombie list aside from maybe the Ultimate Offering as of late. There's some spicy tech here with double Scrap Iron Scarecrow and Road. So I'll go over a couple card choices here. So this monster lineup is pretty standard, I feel. I think that this is the monsters that you want to run if you're playing Ultimate Offering. I know there's no Ill Blood. The reason why I cut Ill Blood is because it was kind of making me go into these odd lines. Whereas like I kind of got hyper focused on like trying to bring out Ill Blood with Ultimate Offering, and it's just not ideal. I think the best play is still Goblin Zombie and Diva. So, and also it's just a brick a lot of the time, and I didn't want to play Allure this tournament. And that would be another reason why you'd want to play Ill Blood, because you can just lure it away. So it's not right or wrong to play Ill Blood with Offering. It is cool. It does a lot of extra things. It does different things when you have it with Offering. But myself personally, I just felt like and I've taught quite a few tournaments with Ill Blood in my deck without Offering. So I do like the card, but I just was kind of tunnel vision. There's a lot of some timing situations that you really want to get down with Ill Blood and Ultimate Offering. So I just didn't want to deal with any of that, so I cut the card from the deck. I settled on this monster lineup. I felt that it was pretty good. Gale was almost a card trooper, but I decided last minute that the deck felt like it needed another tuner. Because at times you would like make an early Diva play, or you would use the Plague Spreader. Sometimes you're forced in a situation where you have to like stack for Plague, and then you lose it for the game. So and I just felt like I was like one tuner short, so I cut the Card Trooper for Gale. Plus this card's like reads like as a Smash and Ground or a Fissure. It can be played like that. Just summon it in Outer Stardust or something. So. And the spells, double Book of Life felt right. You can argue one Book of Life and Allure, whatever, that's fine. But I like the 2 Book of Life. And then the traps. So the traps are much different than other Ultimate Offering builds. Obviously, the 2 Scrap Iron Scarecrow. So this card here, the reason why I play this card is it could be D-Prison, sure. And in some circumstances, D-Prison's like better. But if you watch the Crow's Nest stream, I don't know if my top 8 match was on stream, but it might be. I activated this card quite a few times, and the reason why I played it is because people pick and choose when they want to attack. So they see a Pyramid Turtle, they don't attack. But when they see a Goblin Zombie, they want to attack that because they don't want to leave it on board for Diva. So I wasn't going to allow people to dictate when they're not going to attack me. I'm just going to say, okay, I'm going to decide. So if you want to attack my turtle, sure, I'm going to let that happen. And if you try to attack my goblin, then I'm going to protect it. And that allows me to have my monster on the field, so I can just make a Diva play or a Kai's play right off the bat. Now, D-Prison, sure, you can just banish the monster and it's done. But if this card gets activated like more than one time, I feel like I just got value. And I also like the double Starlight Road. I know this card's like hit or miss, but people just are not terribly great, and they play right into this. Also lets you play like really loose in terms of you can set Starlight Road, you can set a scrap, you can set a bunch of traps, and you never feel worried. And it also, when you're setting 3 or 4 back row, it slows down the game a lot, because your opponent doesn't want it, like how they deal with 4 back row, right? So they might play a little bit more passive, trying to figure out a plan. Which also gives you time to really set up the board. I activated this card quite a few times. I would side some out depending on the matchup, or going first or second. It works well with the Scrap Iron and the Ultimate Offering, so there's always kind of a card on the board there. And also, it lets you just go right into the Mirror Force and the Torrential play. You don't really care much. Compulse was great all weekend. I don't know if this needs to be more than one. One is pretty good. There are situations where they have a Raikou or something, and this kind of gets awkward, but the trap lineup felt fine. You could make some adjustments to this, but I liked it for the weekend, and it was cool. It caught people off guard, and this card is really underrated. I like this card a lot. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe you need to have 2 of these. I think 1 Road's probably necessary, but 2 is probably overkill. But this here, I like them. Side deck was pretty interesting. Skill Drain and Barbos. I think I saw this on one list that had top with Ultimate Offering, and I like the idea behind it because you can like easily side these out and put in a couple Skill Drain. I actually don't believe I side decked Skill Drain at all this weekend. It's really good against the Frog matchup, Gladiator Beast matchup. You can put it in versus Vayu too. I did not put it in versus Vayu. It wouldn't have made any difference, but it's just a little bit of and it goes well with the Starlight Road as well. Just putting in more bottomless and or dust or deep prison, depending if I was going first or second. This was more for frogs. This year was for Vayu. So mainly the cards I used this weekend, I'd put in heavy depending on the matchup, or if I was playing against Vayu going second, I'd put it in. And, you know, bottomless, compulse, whatever. The extra deck here, I would not change a thing. There was not a card I needed. Do not cut Doom Kaiser from your extra deck. That's insane. There is too many zombie decks running around right now. There are too many Plague Spreader zombies. This card you should have in your extra deck. The debate between Ultimate Offering and Instant Fusion, this card is infinitely better, okay? There were probably first half of the tournament, I didn't actually even use this card, and I was just playing like old school Diva build, but there were a few matches or a few games that I just won because of this card. I don't think it's even close. Instant Fusion and the Ultimate Offering builds are not even in the same stratosphere in my opinion, but it's just my opinion. This card is going to be a staple in Zombie soon. I already can tell you that people are going to be hopping on this. Just brush up on your rulings. It's a great card. I like it. It's not necessary to win. I side it out a lot depending on if I'm going first or second. That really dictates how I side deck. But the extra deck here, you could cut a Stardust if you're cutting down on a road, but I feel like if you have 2 roads, you probably want 2 Stardust. That was just me. But here, I don't think I need anything or missed anything. Chimera Tech in the extra deck is useless. Actually, I'll go over my matches. I played, what? Two Vayus, 2 Blackwing, 2 Hero Beat. I played a Zombie Hero. I played Machina deck. I didn't miss Cyber Dragon at all. And I played Diva Hero in top 16. So I've had a very, verse spread of decks I played against, and I did not play frogs. So I don't know. Obviously, this deck kind of has a difficult time sometimes. That Ultimate Offering might help against that. But this is the deck list. It's pretty cool. It's spicy. I'm sure you guys will have some questions and or opinions, and that's fine. That's what the discussion's about. But personally, I like the Ultimate Offering build right now, and I'm not going to say I won't play Instant build, maybe with some tweaks, but I just feel that this is a bit better. So if you guys have questions, just comment below. War League is starting next March 3rd. So this is the last week to sign up your team. So if you want to play, get in the Discord server that's in the description and get your team signed up. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next one.